Evening, everyone. I think we are 5 minutes behind time, and we ought to have started our meeting, the 13th community meeting, since we started last year or last 2 years. So, my name is Kambai, and ritual of introduction before others join us. So,
Okay.
Kianaya.
Hmm, yes. For now,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. So, good evening, everyone. So, as Kamba have said, this is our 13th community meeting, which has been, a random activities for us in the Tyap Wikimedians, where we usually come together as a community to discuss our our activities within the community and also to receive your comments and a better way to actually execute some of our programs. And that is why we are here this evening today, on 4th of July 2026. So we welcome you to this session. And as we proceed, we'd just like to take a random introduction before we begin. Even though as we are beginning, we want to introduce you to something, just highlight about something. But let's take the introduction, then we'll come back to it. Um, okay, I can see we are just got a few on the call. I can see Zasan and I can see Tessie. So who will I begin with? Yes, just self-introduction. Tell us your name and where you are joining us from. I'll begin with Tessie, if you're there.
Okay. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Tessie Friday from the Tyap Wikimedians User Group. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Zasan, Zasan, are you there? Okay. Since she's not close by. So, come back with your permission. Maybe I will just take a quick run on the activities of our Ayaka now. Just maybe a few minutes, then we'll proceed. Come back.
Okay, I should continue.
No, I said with your permission, I just want to take a highlight of the activities.
Okay, no, yes, yes.
All right, all right. So, as you all know, we have a campaign called African Wiki Challenge that is currently ongoing, even though it has exceeded. Um, we have the international community organizers, which is OFWA, Open Foundation West Africa, the international organizers for this campaign. It is an annual event that is being run across the African continent. And the Tyap Wikimedians community are also participating in this campaign. But then we have some series of activities that is currently going, which I just want to show us where we are currently and where we want to be. So if you permit me, I'll just share my screen quickly so I can just show us what we have been doing. Okay, okay. So I don't know, can we see my screen? Okay. So
Yes, we can
yeah,
see it.
all right. So this is our dashboard for the African Wiki Challenge. As you all know, this particular campaign in Nigeria here is co-organized by about four Wikimedia community, which comprises the Igbo, the Hausa, the Tyap and Yoruba Wikimedians community. So in all of this, activities have been ongoing, and as you can see in the Tyap URL right behind. So if you go through our dashboard so far, from here, we can be able to see that we have some series of activities currently happening. So yeah, this is our dashboard. This is our dashboard. So currently now, as I speak, we have had about 91 articles created and about 452 articles edited. So currently we have about 16 registered on the dashboard here because some of us have registered privately, and that is why they are not visible here on the dashboard. But as you can see, this is the level of our activity so far. So I want to encourage us because this campaign is currently going and it is probably going to wrap up on the 10th of July. So I want to encourage us to put in more effort because I know some of us have been quite active on this particular event. So here now we have our, if you look here, you can see this Ayakana Wiki Africa 2026 in Nigeria. So this one is literally translated as Africa Wiki Challenge in Nigeria. So if you click, for those of us who are Wikipedia editor, the translator who will translate from English to Tyap. So if you are looking for articles to translate, so all you need now is just to come down here. Asam Kambwara, the Somalia, but what will you do? So this particular place here is, once you click this place, it will take you to the Wikipedia page where you are going to have these articles already tabled. Once you click the link, it will take you to the Wikipedia uh, link portal. So this is the Wikipedia portal. As you can see, currently now we have some uh, translation drafts, some articles in English to be translated into Tyap. So here now these are rivers, mainly water bodies. This is what we are focusing on in the campaign this year. So this is Aba River, and this is Ivi Aba. So these ones have been translated into Tyap. So if you look at here now, by clicking here, we are going to see that these articles have been translated to some level, even though we still have some things that we need to work on. But as it is here now, you can say, okay, yeah, it has been translated to a level, and that is why you can see that the article from the Tyap here, Wikipedia Tyap, has turned from red to this blue here. So if it is in red, it means it has not been translated yet. So the one you see in blue shows that it has been translated. So this is how all of this is being done. And this is how we're expected, all of us to do, especially the Tyap Wikipedia editors. So all you need to do is just come to the English part. These are the articles. This one are already written in English. But here, the ones in red have not been translated yet. So just click on this one, on the English part. Once you click, these are even shorter articles, even on the English Wikipedia. So from here, you just click the edit source, and then you highlight the articles probably from here. Once you highlight it down to this place, if you copy, just to copy it, and then you go back to your articles. Uh, Go back to your articles here in the Tyap Wikipedia. Just click on this red sign, one here, and then voila. So from here, you just paste it, the one in English. So once you paste, then you begin your translation from this side. So just move it down, and then you can begin your translation from the top. So once you finish this translation, all you need to do is just copy to delete the English right and then publish the article. So this is how this thing is being done. It is not something so difficult that we cannot do it here. So I want to encourage us, especially those of us on the call right now, to man up because we have, even though the gift this year is not as big as expected because we encountered some financial challenges during the program properly. And then, so we just have to manage the little we have now. So as you can see, we have some lineup of gift here. We had about 50,000 for the top contributor, and then 30,000, 20,000, and 10,000. So all these are little token just to encourage our community editors to keep on the good work. But so far so good. I can say that initially we had a target, just not much, something above 20 articles to be created. But by the time you go to the dashboard, you discover that we have had some level of articles. So I just want to encourage us to keep up the work and keep on doing what we do. So this is just a highlight. I say, okay, I should show us and to also highlight. Remember the campaign we just have today is 4th. We have just 10 days to go, 6 days to go. So if you still have some images with us that has to do with water, you can still continue to upload those images here on the wiki. So this is all about the African Wiki Challenge in the TWU community. So I don't know if any of us have a question before we move to the meeting program. All right. So I think on this point, I just want to appreciate you. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Let us move into the community meeting proper. So, come back over to you. Thank you very much for listening.
That was great. Actually great. So, for those of us who are present here and who have not been participating, or those of us who are watching and you would wish to participate in the TIAP Wikimedia um, Wiki audio, Africa Wiki Challenge in the TIAP community, we still have about 6 days or so to go. So we still need more articles. The purpose is to add more Wikipedia articles to the TIAP Wikipedia and improve existing articles related to the theme. So I'm going to take us through the activities since we last met in our last meeting in the month of April on the 4th. Since that very meeting, I'll just share my screen so that we can go through uh, those very activities together. Yeah, so meanwhile, for those of us who have not yet registered on the dashboard of this very meeting, the dashboard is still very available for you to sign up your attendance today. So I'll share the link to the chat so we can be able to register. So the link is dropped, is there. So please do well to register your participation. So this is the homepage for the Tyap Wikimedians User Group. I'm about to open. So once you are here on our dashboard, you'll be able to see our activities by looking at the top of the menu here and go to activities. Once you are in activities, you can scroll down to 2026 events, and then you see the events we had since June 2026 till date. So 4 events we had this very period, and the very first one was the Wiki Lost Earth 2026 in the Middle Belt. Even though before that very period, we we had another event which was not captured in the meeting because we had that meeting on the 4th, and the last or the very first event of the month of April happened on the 3rd. So it's just one day into the month when we started that very event. So I'll still take us through the Mentor Me program. In other words, we have about 6 programs we had through those very last 3 months since the last meeting. So this is the homepage for the Mentor Me program. We had about 75 participants registered in this very event, and those 75 participants went through a series of lessons involving different topics and involving both online and in person parts of the event. And we were hoping that we would have the in-person event by 9 o'clock or 9:30 to about 3 o'clock, and the online session from about 7 o'clock maybe to 8 o'clock West African time, or at 1800 GMT or UTC. But then some of our facilitators happened to come from other parts of the world that didn't have the same time zone with us, so we had to adjust some of those very times, like uh, even on Good Friday, we had to move the event from Friday to Monday, and so we had the other event moved, maybe adjustment of time. So we had participants from about 3 or 4 continents present to facilitate this very event. We had from participants or facilitators from Africa here, and then we had facilitators from North America and from Asia and from Europe, and we had from South America. So we had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continents. So that was quite very enormous compared to what we had last year. So we hope that maybe in the subsequent events we will continue to have participants or facilitators rather present with us, giving us or adding to our community the wealth of knowledge from the 6 different continents of the world. And at the end of the day, we also hope that our participants in our community would take advantage of those lessons, because I see that a good number of us, once those lessons come, it's as if we don't go back to practice. So we just see it as just a meeting to just attend, and we never practicalize on whatever has been taught to us. So that is quite very not good. So in the next session, the next stream of the mentoring program is going to start from the month of September. We have just about 2 months to that very period, and we'll be notified when that very event is going to commence. So we also had former participants from the who were formerly mentees themselves, who happened to take us as facilitators in person. So I think in the community we are growing, and the hope is that at the end of the day we'll have our community members organizing events themselves and being guest speakers and inviting others to also mentor. So after that very event, that mentor me stream, one event, we had the audio work, wiki audio work campaign in 6 dialects of the Tyap language, including Shu. So this very mentoring program is a Tyapic language data collection, where we collected audio, and we recorded this very audio we collected, and we also had them written, transcribed to IP renditions, and then also we're hoping to be able to upload the individual sounds that we have collected per dialect. So we are hoping to do that very soon. So you can see the data there on this very table. And if you look at the activities, we are yet to complete a number of them. The time that we fixed to do this event, we have not been able to do this sufficiently or follow the date, even though we are going to do it before the end of the year. But then the major issue is we have technical knowledge setback in the community, and the more we have people who are knowledgeable in linguistics, and they are also very good in the linguistics itself, then we can be able to have them um, involved in this very project, because this very project is a technical one, and we can't afford to make mistakes in our writing. So you see that it's better that we are very slow with it than to be very fast, and then at the end of the day we have a lot of errors which people would just believe it's true when they are not true. So this very audio work, we have um, all the data we collected from the Tuku speaking area published on Commons, about 200 words, and the second dialect is being worked on, and we still have a long way to go. So we hope that subsequently, if we're going to hold this very event again by next year, we're going to have experts in the work. So this is the audio work campaign for 2026, and we're hoping that we keep on growing this campaign year in, year out. And the next one that we had is the 2026 Wiki Lost Earth in the Middle Belt, and this is actually the very first Wiki Lost Earth 2026 in the Middle Belt in the year 2026, and we are hoping that would improve the image of the Middle Belt online, especially on Wikimedia Commons, by uploading images, because those images that we uploaded, most of them have not been taken in the areas we went to, apart from the few that were taken around the Jos Wildlife Park. But they are natural, how do you call it now? Protected areas in the Middle Belt have not been captured. We have a lot of them, and we know that the Middle Belt is the biggest region in Nigeria, and even as it is big, it doesn't have representation on commons, and this is actually our responsibility to do. So we had to make a collaborative project, make this a collaborative project with the Igala Wikimedia's community, with Igala Wikimedia community, and we were able to go to different areas of the Middle Belt. We covered areas like the Gurara waterfalls, and we had also images from the Jos Wildlife Park, and then we also had images from the Yankari Game Reserve, and then we also had images from the zoo in Abuja. So we had these very few images, which actually are not few. About 941 images were uploaded, even though we hoped to upload more than this. But then we never had a very smooth start, because we were expected to operate as Wiki Lost Earth in Nigeria rather than Wiki Lost Earth in the Middle Belt, and we wanted to participate as Wiki Lost Earth in the Middle Belt. So hopefully, in the near future, the organizers of the Wiki Lost Earth campaign would make the events like what we have in Wikiloss Africa and Wikiloss Earth, where localized communities can be able to organize their events and be able to independently organize their events to represent their regions rather than as a country as a whole. So these images we can see here in this very category are very beautiful, and we also have more, but then the time limit was quite very near, so we couldn't upload more than we had in this very campaign. But kudos to all those who um, participated in this very campaign, which was held between the very first day of June to the 30th day of June, which is just 1 month, but uploads just began like the third week of June or so. So that was mainly one of the biggest challenges that we had in this very event. And not less than 35 participants registered to participate in this very event. Uh, we are hoping that if we are going to have another one subsequently in another year, maybe in the next year coming, we're going to have more people and more images represented. And then we also have the Yankanan Wiki Africa Chikopsiang Mang Sanfia Mang Ata Nigeria, which is the Wiki Africa Wiki Challenge, which just took us through at the beginning of this very meeting. And in this very campaign, I believe he has gone through this very campaign already. We are ending this campaign on the 10th of this very month, so we have about 6 days to round up, and about 17 participants have registered to participate in this event, even though we know that not the whole of these 17 participants are actually participating. So we are encouraging that as many as registered to participate in this event, please participate so that we can increase the number of articles in the Tyap Wiki project, which is the Tyap Wikipedia. And then these are the major events that we have been able to hold in between the months of April and June. But then we are looking at the future events that we're going to be having. We are going to have the Wikimania Paris 2026, uh, coming up on the 21st all the way to 25th of July. And hopefully we're going to have two members of the community representing the community in this very meeting. And we are hoping that the rest of our community members can be able to register online and also participate in the team challenges, which you can also participate offline, watching. So if you wish to participate in the Teams challenge, please click on the link. I'll go back again and then I'll show us again gradually. So you can come to the Tyap Wikimedians activities and then you go over to the July section and then you click on the Wikimedia Paris 2026 and then go over to team challenges. But before then, please do well to register for 2026 Wikimedia in Paris so that you'd be registered or you'll be featured as one of the online participants. So you can just click on register now and then fill the form, and don't forget to check your mail for any messages. So there are a lot of information that you can be able to get from um, this very page. And Wikimania is an opportunity for you to up your skills. Don't just be okay attending meetings in person or local meetings. Also be okay with attending international meetings because they would help sharpen your skills as well and expose you to a lot of stuff that you never knew in the Wikimedia space. So you can do it to also go through all these menu bars, or this how do you call it now, these points on this very menu dashboard, and see what is written in it to have a clearer understanding of the Wikimania event. And we also started the Tyap Wiki Bootcamp Season 3 in July this very month. So this very one, we are hoping to make use of the system we used in the very first one in 2024 and mix it with the one that we had in 2025, and then have a hybrid of it this year 2026. We are hoping to get the maximum result in this very program, because the aim is that we want to have a community of literate people, not literate people in English, but literate people in the Tiap language, to be able to contribute to Tiap language based projects like the Tiap Wikipedia and the Swangliad Wiki. So it won't be good enough that we have Wikipedia and then we have a dictionary, and the editors that we have are not good writers of the language. You see that if we keep on praising you, even though you are wrong in writing, and then we keep on praising you, well done, meanwhile you are not doing well, that one is not good, even for you, especially for you. So it's good that when you make errors, we point it out, and the wiki audio work, I mean the wiki bootcamp is where we point those errors out and we correct you. And it is good that as a good learner or as a Wikimedian, you should be teachable. If you get corrected and you get angry, then that means that you are not teachable, and teachability is a skill that we need in the Wikimedia space. So please do well to um, be happy when corrected, and please take note of the corrections. Let it not be that you're corrected once and then you keep on being corrected. It doesn't make sense. So uh, just go through this very page. You have the material for this very program right here. The slides are here, and then we have the recording right there also. And do well to ask questions, because questions are the only way we can be able to know whether you are following or you are not following. So thank you very much. I think this is the entire presentation for this this very period that we are in right now. And then for the future, outside of these very programs that we I just highlighted, we will have planned events right here at the bottom of these activities. So, following this very program, the Wiki Bootcamp, we're going to have the Mentor Me Stream 2 happening from 4th of September to 30th of November. And also in the same month of September, we're going to have the Israel Wikipedia outreach. So we're hoping that this will be our last Wikipedia outreach to any language in the Middle Belt for the meantime, so that we can concentrate on growing these projects, and then hoping that this project would be taken out of the incubator to the main space. So the other ones, I think we are going to have them in the next community meeting coming up later on the year 2026. So these are the programs that we have done and the ones that we are going to do in the near future, in the coming months. So I don't know if anyone has any question to ask regarding the presentation I just made. So please feel free to unmute and ask your questions, because the next time we're going to have this meeting again is going to be October 3rd, 2026. And then we hold the next one, the last one for the year, in the month of December on the 15th, on the 5th of December, when we're going to have our end of the year meeting. So I will stop sharing my screen right now, and then I would want you to ask your questions if there are any questions. And so, any questions?
So, well done, combined for that beautiful presentation. So, at this point, I believe we are all clear on what we were able to achieve so far from since our last community meeting update to this moment, and what we are expected to also run before the year runs out. So, these are some of the highlights on this particular one. And as Kaba asks, is there any other question so that we can respond to this question, even though I can see that the turnout for the meeting today is not so encouraging, and I really don't know what happened to some of the community members. But for you who are here, we appreciate your presence as well. So, anybody with a question based on the presentation so far? Kaju, you're welcome. Okay. It seems nobody. Um,
So, maybe if there are no questions, then maybe Zasan can take us over in the ice breaking session, so that we can have some knowledge fun. So, what you, Zasan?
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I dropped the link to the icebreaker session in the comments, so we can click on the link in the comments. And we have just a minute to do that. Okay, so I'm going to be sliding through the questions. I'm going to be sliding through the questions from the first to the last. We have 8 questions there. So you have just like 10 seconds to answer.
So, Zasan, can you give us one after the other? Can you give us the question and then we get the options? Zasan, are you there?
Sasa, are you on the call? Hello, Zasan. It's, she's no longer here with us. So, um, it seems our network is not so clear. So, the presentation might not be so complete at this moment. And unless something happens, our network become more stable.
Okay. Do we all have, sorry, the network was poor. Do we have we clicked on the link?
Uh, yes, I think I've done so. But the question here is coming in the form of a presentation. Uh, does it on
So I think we can skip this session and go over to any other business. Do we have any other thing that we need to discuss? Does any community member have a question to ask? You can discuss with us about your challenges. You can discuss about what you think we can be able to improve on. You can discuss about any of the programs we have had um, during the last 3 months so that we can be able to increase or improve the community.
so in particular, Ellie, are you with us on the call? Hello, Ellie.
Yes, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Ellie. How have you been?
I'm fine, sir. How
I
is
believe
yourself?
work is fine, thank you. I believe you followed the meeting.
Yes, though I was having network issue, I couldn't hear very well initially.
Okay. So, but based on
Yes,
what
sir.
we've had so far, do you have any question for us?
Okay, yeah, I think I have a question.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please come.
Okay. The question I wanted to ask is concerning the challenge. Are we focusing on the 20 items that are on the table, or we add other this thing?
Okay,
Like, are we
yes.
only to translate just that 20 that are on the table?
Okay, not really. If you're talking about the African Wiki Challenge, that is not the only
Yes,
one
sir.
to translate. You can translate as many other as possible. So those one we just provide them
Okay.
there on the table, just to provide a guide and also an insight to what we need to work on. Because the African Challenge, Wiki Challenge, focuses on water bodies
Okay, sir.
precisely. Yes. So if you have other water bodies that you want to work on that are not on the table, please go ahead
Sir?
and do it. I believe I've answered your question earlier.
Yeah, yes, sir. And also, I would like to apologize. I've not been very active the way I'm supposed to be. Just that I've been having a lot of things that I'm handling. That's why.
Okay. All
I
right.
hope my I hope my apologies will be accepted.
Of course, we don't flog people here, so we only encourage people. But this is our own project. If we didn't do it, nobody will come and do it for us. So we only encourage people
Yes,
to
sir.
be more committed to the project.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for your question. We appreciate it. And we look forward to having you back
Okay.
fully.
Thank you for your understanding.
All right, thank you. Um, Kasho, Aquaman, good evening. How have you been? How is Joss?
Oh,
All right, so
can you hear me, sir?
yes, we can hear you. I understand you joined the meeting
Okay.
a little bit late.
Yes, I thought I joined a little,
Okay.
so
Yes.
I don't really know what was.
Okay. On the meeting,
But
we discussed highlight of activities we have done so far between our last meeting till present, and then what we intend to do in the future. So we'll just explain and break it down so that the community members will understand. Casual.
okay, sir.
Yes.
I think yes, I think if the meeting is recorded, I'll just go through it and what. But my only question is regarding the actual challenge. I don't know. Is it just Wikipedia articles that can be edited regarding water bodies, or pictures can be uploaded also?
Yes, it's not just the Wikipedia articles, even though we, in the community, the Tyap Wikimedia community, we tend to give more priority to the Wikipedia, but then it is not just Wikipedia. You can upload images related to water bodies within our region here. So if you have any images that has to do with
Okay.
anything, yes, you can upload them to comments as well.
So
Thank you.
I don't know category that can be added to it.
Yes, we have a category. You can use the category AWC 2026 in the TAP community. You can use that one so that you can track it locally. Or you can use the national category AWC 2026 in Nigeria. But preferably, let's use the local category AWC 2026 in the TAP community.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
And love to say this that I appreciate the management for meeting. I know we made emphasis on that and then following up on other episodes that have been silent and even those that are out, and comment that every of our really see that.
you. It's my network or I can't hear you
Thank you.
properly. I don't know, come by. Have you gotten what she's saying?
The network is quite very unclear from her own end. Mm.
So, Kaju, the question you raised, we didn't quite get to. In fact, I didn't hear much part of it because of the bad network.
No, it was not a question. She was just commending the management. So that's where the network began to become very unclear. So it's just a comment uh, she's uh, she's giving. So thank you very much, Kashun. But I remembered something has been skipped. Um, that those are the prizes. Like the last mentor me class we had, the last session we had in person, we we gave prizes to certain individuals who were able to participate in these very campaigns. And I'll just share again my screen, and then we see the winners for those of us who were not able to be present on that very day. So again, this is the homepage for the Tyap Wikimedians User Group, and we have about two campaigns, photo walk campaigns this very year. So when you go under activities and photo walks, you are going to see all our photo walk events that we have had. And the very first one we had in this very year was Wikilove's folklore. In this very Wikilove's folklore, we had about over 1,000 images uploaded, and by the time you click on this very category, you're going to see the winning images we had. This category of the winning images is right here. So the very first prize was taken for this very image that was uploaded by Nsu Shima, and then we had the second one which was taken by Gazayet or uploaded by Gazayet, and then we had the next one which was uploaded by Unix, the creator, and then we also had an audio uh, prize for the best audio, and then we also had a video prize for the best video for this very campaign by Danjuma Anthony, who also got the prize for the audio campaign. Yeah, so you can, if you are free to actually go to the video by going to your summary, and then you see the link to that very video uploaded on Wikimedia Commons, and then the same thing for the audio and other um, other images uploaded as well. So you can also get the audio from the summary of this very file. So this is for the Wiki Lost Folklore. And then we also had the Wiki Lost Africa campaign for this very year, which came um, from March 1st to April 30th. And over here we had more than more than about over 1,600 images uploaded. And also you can also see the winning images right here for this very campaign. So here we only had the first, second, and third prizes for this very campaign. The first prize was claimed by Queen, who got this very first handsome prize, and then the next one was taken by Holiness Stephanus, and then Benjamin Anthony got the third one. So congratulations to all the winners, and we are hoping that our community members would continue to participate in this very campaign much more, so that the same set of people don't keep on winning every year. Every year, you too, you're capable of winning these prizes. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Combine, for also that highlight. And just to also emphasize on the Wikilove's event, as for those of us who are present during the gift or the prize presentation, we make mention that for the Wikilove's folklore, we would like to encourage the community members to begin gathering their images now. Because as for the folklore, the theme does not change. The Wikilove's folklore have a very static theme, not like the Wikilogs Africa that theme usually changes. So for the Wikilogs folklore, we deals on our cultural heritage. So what that means is we attend weddings, we attend reception, naming ceremony, and other stuff. So anytime we go for occasions like that, I will see people dressed in beautiful dresses, colorful attires. Then those are the things that we are encouraged to snap those images, not to snap them, upload them on social media, but to snap those images and to keep them. If you are fortunate to attend a festival that has to do with masquerade or any of the traditional display, we can snap all those things, dances and other stuff. So we can snap them regardless of where those things happen. Snap them and keep them. So when the year turns over, by 1st of February 2027, the Wikileaks folklore will return. So at that moment, now we can begin to upload those images for the Wikileaks folklore. So all those images, as far as you have not posted them on social media, they are all eligible to win you handsome prizes. So those are the things we are emphasizing now, also encouraging the community members. Instead of you waiting until the time comes, you start running kitty kata looking for images. It is better for us to start gathering those images early. They said start plan early to avoid rush. So and that is why we are hitting the community members to begin to gather those images now. And then for the Wikileaks Africa, that one the team usually is changes year in year out. So for this next year's thing, between now and let's say October, we should be able to know what the theme is for next year. Then we can begin to focus our planning toward that. As long as the theme arrives, we're going to announce it to the community. So just stay tuned. But for the Wikileaks folklore, all of us we can be able to gather those ones and stuff because the theme does not change. So we just have to do with our culture and heritage. So this is just what I want to emphasize on the Wikileaks campaign. So thank you very much, Kambai. Again. So any
So
question again from the community based on this? This meeting is supposed to be an interactive session where we ask important questions what we are not clear on. It is an open discussion that will discuss anything, but anything at all as far as the community is concerned. And if you have any suggestion that will make things even move better, then you suggest to on this meeting. So this is the essence of the entire meeting. Not just for us to come and speak while you listen. No, we're supposed to be interactive, right? So any questions so far? Thank you. Okay. So I think in the absence of any question now, this is 6:58, 2 minutes to 7. I don't know. In the absence of anything, maybe I'll just pass the mic to Kampai to if you have any other thing to address before we finally close.
yeah, so thank you very much, Greg. And I would just want to appreciate all of us who were able to make it to this very event, even though the network was quite very poor, and we were still able to make it. So we have the record right there on our YouTube channel. You can watch the conversation we had, and if peradventure you have any comments you still want to make concerning this very meeting, please do well to uh, go to the group and ask, or maybe reach out to Weird, and then you can place your questions. So with this, I just want to say thank you all and see you by the next week in our next Mentor Me class on Friday by 7 p.m. So bye then.
Thank you very much, Kampai. Thank you. And to all of us on the call this evening, we appreciate all of you for being a part of the meeting and also part of the discussion. So we understand that the network is also good. But then the meeting is well recorded. From the start of the meeting, the first highlight was we talk about the African Wiki Challenge, where we navigate the interface and show us the necessary things that we need to do. So we want to encourage all of us to keep doing what we do for the preservation of our language, of our heritage. So should you have any questions, as Kamba said, do well to reach out to us via our social media channels, or you can reach out to me personally. I should be able to respond to some of your questions. So, in the absence of anything, I just want to say thank you, and on behalf of the Tyap Wikimedians User Group, we appreciate each and every one of you for being on the call. So we hope we get to see you by next week. Our next meeting is going to be the next committee meeting is coming up somewhere in October. But then between now and October, we have a whole lot of activities to roll out. So be on the lookout. Thank you very much and have a good evening. Bye bye.
It's from Vani.
Thank you. Thank you. Kajon, thank you very much. It's a great Eli, thank you. That's
Thank you, sir.
thank you. And then the other person look like the person look familiar. Thank you anyway. Now I look like Queer's wife. So thank you, Madam Queer. Thank you. All right. All right. So good night everyone. Bye bye.
Uh,
Bye.
Bye.